Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. In the last part, we wrapped up side quests in Aurang and Crystarium, and let's get one done. Rite of Passage. Traveler, I don't mean to be a bother, but can you help me find my big brother? All of a sudden, he started talking about having to prove his courage. Then he hopped on in the morrow and flew off in the direction of the roads above the village, all by himself. There are ghosts in that place. What if he doesn't come back? I don't want to be alone. Can you ride tomorrow too? You sure look like you can. Maybe you could fly out there and find my brother for me. Pretty please? Actually, I kinda can't anymore because, I don't have it. With furious anger. Well, hello there. Don't you look like an opposing individual? Forgive me for being so forward, but could I trouble you to do me a favor? It's my worthless locking swap of a brother. He promised me that he'd help tend to the chocobos today, but I'll bet you Gil to Gisol agrees that he's lounging about in bed doing absolutely nothing of import. I've told him time and again that he must shoulder his fair share of the workload, but it's like talking to a stone wall. I beg of you, friend, unleash the full fury of your anger on that listless lout. So I guess I could change the dancer. Simple treasures. Traveler, you're the type that likes to go for a dip in the water, so there's a favor I'd ask of you. Me son's going to practice fishing on the south side of the lap, but as it turns out, I'll be needing him back here. There's a crate of fish what needs delivered into the fast of the fishing, and it just so happens that the boy's been talking my ear off about how he wants to be the one to do the delivering this time. Okay. I'm glad we're doing very important work here, it looks like. Bigger fish to dry. I say, whatever is keeping them, my order of dried fish should have been here hours ago. I've always made my deliveries on time, and I don't expect it to change now. Perhaps you could help me, friend. 3 lazy-arse fishermen have yet to arrive with the dried fish they promised me. I refuse to keep the guard waiting any longer. You'll help? Thank you oh so much. Just take these 3 orders to the fishermen whose names are written on them and remind the lady sods of the bloody job they've so clearly forgotten about. Wow, a little self-centered here, are we? Wait. Really, you? You're one of them? What can I do you for? Apparently you have a fish order. The girl wants dry fish. I'm working on it, of course. It'll just be taking a little more time is all. Have to dry it out just right, you see. Cool. Just gonna hit this one again. Hello. Yours is an unfamiliar face. Is there something you need? Someone wants fish. The dried fish. I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. I went to make the delivery earlier, and the girl was nowhere to be found. Perhaps we just missed each other. Anyhow, here they are, and tell her she's lucky. This is the tastiest batch I've made all week. I don't know. Seems a little whiny to me, but you know. Yes? Hi, someone wants fish. Yes, I have what the girl seeks. Unfortunately, my tasks keep me here. Perhaps you could deliver the fish in my stead? There you have it. And tell the girl that I'm certain that my product will prove worth the wait. The sullen man. Of all the days to be... Traveler? Don't get many of those around here. Say, did you see a woman out there and about on your way here? A short little thing about, yeah, hi to my knee? Well, isn't that just my luck? An investigator from the fast of gatherings come to these parts to research the local flora and fauna, or some such. I'm tasked with looking after her, but now she's wandered off somewhere and refuses to come back. There's pirates around here and worse. Normally I'd say if some fool woman wants to get herself killed, she could be my guest. But if her dead body washes up on the shore, I'll be the one taking the blame. And that's a less appealing prospect. Anyhow, if you see this bumble in the winch around, tell her Davenport said to wrap up whatever it is she's doing and get herself back before she gets hurt. Cool. I just went right by a question could already turn in. Have to fix that. Scrumptious Squimmers. Hello there, you're the traveler who is to talk of the village, yes? Superb! There's a small favor I was hoping to ask of you. Have you, by chance, in your journeys across the realm, encountered those curious little creatures known as the Mord? Yeah. Splendid. That's just the answer I was hoping to hear. I would be most obliged if you could meet with a Mord merchant who's come to town and negotiate a simple transaction on my behalf. Under normal circumstances, I would of course go myself, but I fear there is a matter of most pressing business to which I must attend. Faster in the village, everyone, even some of the burliest fisherman types, seem downright frightened of the little fellow. Suppose they can't be blamed. We don't see many of their kind in these parts after all, and the unfamiliar can be off-putting. At any rate, I would appreciate ever so much if you could handle this task in my stead. Needless to say, I will see that you are duly compensated upon your return. Treasure hunting takes. I'm telling you, it'll be fine. Let's go and find the treasure. Are you mad, Yelric? If Mother finds out we went to the forest, I don't even want to think about what she'll... Oh, hello there, Mrs. Traveler. What can we do for you? Wait, did you hear us talking about the treasure? Shh, Vane, it's too late now. We'll share our secret with you. Just promise you won't tell anyone, okay? We're playing by our favorite tree, and we found a bottle stuffed into a hollow. Inside the bottle was a treasure map. You look like you've been all over the place. Have you ever hunted for treasure? Hey, maybe you could go treasure hunting for us. We were going to go ourselves, but the grown-ups caught us sneaking around the forest. We'd be in real trouble. Please, will you do this for us? Aw, I want to be the one to dig up the treasure. Oh, fine. You can go as long as we get to split the treasure 4 ways. We're the ones who found the map, after all. Thanks, Mrs. Traveler. Here's the map. The treasure's buried to the east of here, right where you see that big red cross. Good luck. Alright, hello, Mobish man. You need something? Sorry, I'm rather busy here. This man strikes you as one of the most sluggish, slothful wretches you've ever had the misfortune to meet. But seeing that nothing short of a furious extortion will suffice to convince him of the value of honest work. Furious. How do I spell again? Hey, what's with all the shouting? I don't even know you. Cora sent you? Well, she was trying to scare the living wits out of me. You can tell her she's done a bloody good job. When the hell did she find someone like you anyway? Ha! You come from the same place as the Crystal Exarch, you say? That's right. I mean, pleasure to meet you. You won't yell at me anymore, right? Some men dream of being heroes or going on grand adventures. I'm a fisherman's son. I reckon the slow life suits me just fine. Yes, just think about the waters, ice the waters, and right. Time to go help Cora brush the chocobos. Just stop looking at me like that, okay? Alright. That's out there. That's out there. We are not taking this mount. Too big. A little bit better. Say, are you like floating? No, you're just in the water, okay. Whoa, watch it! You're getting water all over the place. How do you swim so fast anyway? Anyway, if you want something from me, you're gonna have to come back another time. I'm busy searching for a harpoon Papa let me. I kinda dropped it, and before I knew it, it sunk all the way to the bottom of the lake. Wait a minute, if you're such a good swimmer, maybe you could dive down and fetch it for me? Yeah, I bet you could. You'll do it, won't you? Thanks a bunch, lady. It's sunk straight down below, so it shouldn't be far. But then there's currents. Dude. Yeah, it's like current. Won't be like Linda if we didn't have to go into the water at least once, right? You're back! Is that what I think it is? Yeah. Papa's harpoon! You're a lifesaver, lady. I saw you swimming down up there. You were just like one of the lake spirits Grandpapa always talks about. Grandpapa says in the old days the source was full of them, and then one day they'll come back and save us. He says they're huge and swim through the water like giant fish. Oh, I need to get back to Papa. You're coming back too, right? I'm sure Papa will want to thank you for everything you did. Well, see you. Yeah. Well, we got 3 quests to turn in, I guess. Some kind of, nice and quick progress here. There you are. Well, I hope this fisherman gave you my fish and not more excuses. Here you are. See, well, I suppose that's the best I could have hoped for. Thank you, friend. The guard are notoriously picky about the quality and quantity of the rations they order. I take pride in giving them precisely what they want. Probably because they're picky because you're doing that. After all, if they weren't here to keep us safe, we'd be doing a lot less fishing and cooking and a lot more fighting and dying. That's why I simply refuse to keep them waiting. I understand the fishermen have their pride as well, but sometimes the job just has to be done. Anyhow, I'm sorry for asking you to be my delivery woman. I'm sure you have much more important things to do. Please accept this as just a small token of my gratitude. I don't know. Very small. You're mean. I don't like you. I'm leaving. Ah, you're back. My boy is off to cut your starring with a spring in his step. He's a willful one-eye, not unlike me when I was his age. He's a good lad who loves to see them. Proud he's mine. We live a simple life in these parts. Not much in the way of coin, high adventure, what have you. That's fine with me. The boy's the only treasure I'll ever need. Oh, it's you! I was hoping you'd come back so I could properly thank you. I don't know what you said to him, but ever since he got back, he's been brushing the chocobos like a man possessed. I know! I couldn't believe it either, but truth be told, he wasn't always like this. Believe it or not, for a time he even started in the Crystarium Guard. But over time, the sheer terror of the Senior's hacks got the better of him, and one day he just packed up his things and came home. He said the realm has enough heroes already. He was happy to live out his time here until the end inevitably comes. I don't imagine he'll ever again be like he was as a boy, dressed in plate armor, made of buckets and frying pans, pretending to be the sellsword Radiska, bravely defending his companions. He's still my brother. I'm thankful to have him here with me. Provided he pulls his own weight, of course. Anyhow, I should be getting back to work myself. Here's a little something by way of thanks. Safe travels, friend. Cool. So let's just go out to these other ones. Yeah, we're just... There isn't really a great way to do this, is there? We'll just go down this way. What are we looking for? The treasure hunt. Right. So it's somewhere around here. Near the earth, you find the wooden casket! Yay! There's that merchant. You are the one from Ramron's shop, yes? Yes, you are! If you come for more smooth and shiny pots, I'm afraid you come to at the wrong time. No, I have none today. What is this? Chewing salted fish liver? Yes, this is most tasty. Many a mortal will pay good coin to put this in his belly. Oh, yes. And this bottle, I have seen it before. Yes, I have. You were sent by someone from Not, no? Then I have the perfect thing for you. Take this in return, and let the villagers rejoice and resound. What is it, you ask? Why is it filled to the brim with the plumpest, juiciest, squirmiest worms you've ever seen? No, it's tempting, but try not to gobble and gorge yourself on them, yes? I mean, they're for fishing, right? I'm just gonna warp over. I think this is how I can just do this the best or something. There's no great way to do it. Hey, it's tomorrow. Hey, it's a lookout? Lookout. Cool, sightseeing log. Who goes there? I won't go down without a fight. Oh, Daff sent you? What a little baby, I swear. Every time I so much as leave his sight, he starts sniffing and sobbing. I told him I was just coming here to perform our village's time-honored rite of passage. Tradition has it that all boys of certain age must fly here on the wings of the morrow, retrieve 3 treasures from the ruins, and bring them back to the village. Hey, I have an idea. Let's came all this way up here. Why don't you find something for yourself too? Okay. That's the spirit. Now remember, it has to be 3 relics. No more, no less, or the ghost will get you. Ready then? Alright, I'll race you. I'm not on the back of the Morrow. I'm on the back of a cat. Which is arguably better. Oh my gosh, this is like forever interaction too. There's one there. One up there. Cool. And boom. Nothing of interest. Oh no. Gravestone. Wow, I actually got the cat again. There we are. Cool. Look, I found my 3 relics. How many were you able to find? Not as many as me, I bet. Yes. I found 3 things. Found 3 too. And we got back at the same time, so I guess that means it's a tie. Oh well. Anyhow, what are you waiting for? Show me what you've got. Wow, these look like the chains that were used on the prisoners. And this stone tablet? That must be cell number. Here's a key to open the cell door. As you might have guessed, they say this place used to be a prison before the flood. Of course, it couldn't hold anyone in now, except for the ghosts, of course. Boo! Anyhow, I should be getting back to the village before Thaf causes another flood with all his crying. So long, stranger. He just walks off the cliff, not even getting on his Amaro. Makes sense. Makes sense. Somewhere. There we are. Eek, don't sneak up on me like that. Can you see you gave me a terrible start? Wait a minute, I've seen you before. You're staying at the Crystarium, right? Part of my little outburst. People tell me I frighten easily. Anyhow, whatever are you doing all the way out here? Is there something you need of little old me? Dad is worried about for me, you say? Why, how terribly considerate of him. I wouldn't have thought him the time. I must head back to the village at once. There's just one little bitty rub. I seem to misplace some of my possessions. Well, perhaps not so much misplaced as dropped them whilst running away crying and screaming when the pirate appeared before me. Same difference, right? So our possessions, you ask? So that means you'll be helping me, I presume. Splendid! I thought you looked the generous type. Anyhow, it's just 3 little things. My staff, my field notebook, and my tiny little pouch. If you can find them for me, I'd be ever so obliged. Oh, yeah. Really? It's back there. So much for my careful planning of which way to go. Oh, hey, it's Knuckle-Abby! It's one of the A ranks. Hello. Oh god, we're actually a little close for comfort than Knuckle-Abby right now. Yeah, we're fine. It's not gonna leave there. Really? Hello. Hawkeye! Nah, how's he even existed for ages? You're cheating. He's cheating NPCs. I guess I could have danced, but too late now. Would have gone a little bit faster. Of course, I'm like forever poisoned too. Got the walking stick. This one's over there. Nothing coming out to attack me this time. And the supply log. All good? Cool. You're back! Do you have my belongings with you? Oh, please say that you do. I'm sap, my pouch, and most importantly of all, the notebook containing the most monumental findings yours truly has gleaned. Done a great service today, friends. And with that, simply must get back to not and assure dear old dad for safe. To think that such a tender heart lay behind that dour mien. Thank you, traveler, and ta-ta! Well, did you find the treasure? Did you? Huh? It's full of old rings. Wait, I've seen these in a picture book. These are the rings that the people in the Church of the First Light used to wear. The church? You mean those crazy people who used to worship the light? Well, they're not around anymore, so I guess they won't mind us taking their treasure. Remember, we're splitting in 4 ways, just like we promised. You can take the first pick, stranger. After all, we would have never found the treasure without you. Oh, we literally get a pick of rings. Cool. We'll take the aiming one. Oh, there you are, friend. That just transaction went smoothly. Would you look at these worms, so plump and juicy? I can almost see why the more would enjoy it. Perhaps not. Anyway, our fishermen will be overjoyed. A day like this is sure to bring in a healthy haul. I mean to make a point that this would not be possible without the cooperation of the Bard. Eventually, I hope to convince them that the little fellows aren't so bad after all. They're actually quite charming, wouldn't you agree? Anyway, thank you, friend. I trust this will suffice as payment for your efforts. No. Y'all are too cheap. I came back hoping to receive a warm welcome and a hot cup of tea from old Dad for him. Instead, he gave me his tongue lashing like you wouldn't believe. Why on earth didn't you warn me? I dare say a pirate I met out there was more welcoming. I swear, I've never met a man more fit to serve as an elder to a village they call Solon. Hell's, I wouldn't be surprised if they named the damn place after him. Yes, I know the name is far older than that, and it came from the dour faces that many a fisherman tends to wear. I also know that all of them deaf or included are actually gentle souls deep down. They just aren't good at showing it. Anyhow, I'm not afraid to show my emotions. I'm incredibly appreciative for all you've done for me today. This is a token of my thanks, and tell old Dad for it that I'd sooner die than come back to the stinking backwater of the little shanty town. Wow, that's a little intense. Oh, it's you! Thank you so much for bringing my brother back. He said he fought off 100 ghosts to bring back those treasures. I should have known not to worry about him. He also said he gave you a terrible beating in some sort of contest and that you were sobbing from shame and embarrassment when you left. Is this true? Well, this is our secret, but I got you a little something to make you feel better. It's not much, but it's all yours. So don't feel too bad, okay? Not everyone can be as brave as my brother, after all. Wow! I get a whole extra 150 gil from you. Thanks! And the good news, we're done with Lakeland. So let's go hit up Yulmar. Scatter to the winds. My leather, scattered by the winds. Whose idea was to build a city with so many breezy walkways? No, and this too, I have no one to blame but myself. They're important to me though, so I might ask you to search for them. There are 3 all told. They likely come to rest in the derelicts, as these things tend to. Cool. I guess I'll just do this layer by layer. Or something. No, I just had like a big FPS drop. What the heck? Everything cool recording? Cool. My heart will not go on. Pardon me for saying so, ma'am, but you have something of a different air about you than our usual clientele. Are you the bold and daring sort, perhaps? Wonderful. I require someone willing to undertake a dangerous mission, you understand. To venture to, derelicts. Or it has reached me that our most popular honeybee, Selena, was spotted there of late. Both patrons and staff have had difficulty coping with the recent revelations, but Selena must have taken it harder than most. She hasn't returned to the beehive since. If you have the stomach for the task, I implore you, bring her back. Ugh. One good meal. Haven't we met some... Oh, it's you. I saw you fight. You were so strong, so confident, but so careful not to injure any of the civilians. Maybe you're interested in helping out with what I'm planning. I'm a fairly decent cook, actually. I sometimes feel as if that's the only thing I'm good at. I thought it might bring people comfort to know that they could come here and get a decent meal. Trouble is, there are too many options as to what I could prepare, and I'm not making much for making decisions. I would simply ask around, but civilians tend to get a bit nervous when a member of the army starts asking questions. I don't want to cause anyone more distress. That being the case, would you mind asking a few people what sort of dishes might lift their spirit? I don't need the recipes, just ideas. Okay. Free meals? Yes, that would certainly improve the mood around here. As for what people would enjoy, perhaps a dish that they have never had before. Though I'm not terribly familiar with anything other than Vulgarite cuisine myself. I think they'd let you go out down here, but no. Why would Yulmar make sense? We're just warping down. Alright. So we'll start in the southeast. How collision stew was a popular dish before the flood, apparently. All I really know is that it's meant to incorporate a variety of seafood. Excuse me, but I've always wanted to try it. Seems a shame that I've never had the traditional food in my homeland. Hey, look, there's all the letters. There's a log out here. Hello. Now it's Selena. Queen Bee is worried on my behalf. Oh dear. Sorry, but I cannot return with you. My beloved, you see, he was caught up in the chaos and I don't know. People saw him fall. It was right here that it happened, they told me. Must understand, if there's any chance that the sea didn't take him, he swam ashore somewhere, caught onto a piece of debris, and hasn't found his way back yet. You keep looking, please. Okay, now the big question is, where is... Okay, other. Cool. Guess I'll just grab an aetherite to... another area? Maybe. Nothing's really great though. Explorer gauge. And go get this one over here first. The Invisible Hand. Greetings, Sinner. If you're wondering about the chair, a little perk of my trade is getting to keep the odd luxury good for myself. I'm a provider, you see. Think of me like a merchant, except I don't set up shop. I just figure out what people need and make sure they get it. Now you see, seems to me what you need is an interesting way to occupy your time. I provide that. In return, you'll bring me back some information. Sound fair? Still, now, as I said, I need information and lots of it. Things like what just happened here, they change the status quo, you see. And that changes demand. Makes people need more of some things, want less of others. I have to make sure that I get the right goods and the right quantities, else it's a waste of my time. And that's where you come in. You'll ask around here in the derelicts, then come back and tell me what's in demand. Of course, you can't always trust people to tell you what they need or even to know it come to that. Nah, you've got your prudent folks, but you've also got your melodramatic fools, and those who can't add two and two to save their lives. Make sure you mind what sort you're talking to. Typically when Zoe asks, I tell him we need some firewood, a few foodstuffs, and glue, but not, a whole lot of glue. No. Not more firewood, but not less either. I'm not sure about the rest. Of course there's more down there. Of course there is. Oh my gosh. Yomar! Without meal, we're doomed! I say the person in a single face skyrocketed. Okay, Okay, doom-saying dwarf. Alright. Little and late. At last, eye contact. I know not why, but the other paupers who have passed through avoided my gaze most intently. Dreadfully ill-mannered, the lot of them. I should think they ought to be grateful for the opportunity to complete this task for me. Opportunity is now yours. I require that you locate my manservant who has served me faithfully for several years. Recently displeased me in adding a touch too much milk to my afternoon tea, and alas, I unthinkingly pushed him into the sea. I feel somewhat contrite about that now. My mind has been freed of all three's influence, of course, particularly as I found myself entirely incapable of lacing my boots without assistance. I'll be forced to wear these hideous shoes ere he returns. Searching for him myself is quite out of the question, naturally. If I could remember his name, I suppose I might call it out, but as matters stand, I am afraid I shall have to rely on you to seek him in my stead. Young man is a missile, considerable stature, with long hair. I do hope he's keeping it well groomed while he's away. I imagine he may have be found weeping in the derelicts or some such. When you look at him, please do convey my apologies for having acted in such haste, and tell him, lest there be any doubt, that I should be delighted to have him return to my service. I think I'll tell him to screw off. You don't actually appreciate him. I like this idea a whole lot more. Rebuild, reuse, recycle. Are you busy? If not, I would greatly appreciate some help with repairing the shed. Something of a mess at the moment. I'm low on lumber, but it'll take ages to get the work done if I have to stop and hunt down more materials. Can you bring me 4 solid-looking planks for the time being? Some of the wood from the old sunken ships ought to still be fit for use. Oh my god, I got to go. Down here. Cool. Children of the derelicts. Oh, stranger, please tell me you saw a group of 4 children while making your way here. I swear they vanished in the space of an eye blink. I've told them it's dangerous to wander about by themselves. What with the damage from the riot and the sheer drop to the ocean below, they never listen. I know I can't find them anywhere. Would you please help me search for them? The longer they're left to their own devices, the greater the chance that they'll come to harm. What am I looking for? Oh, right. Would-be bodyguard, I guess. No, I'm afraid I haven't had my hair cut recently. Though if you believe your employer may not be able to tell the difference, I would be happy to accept a role. I'm quite good at swimming. So it's not gonna drop off? Cool. So we actually have to do a hunt. Sweet. Actual heck do you get up there? Whatever, I'm getting distracted. Oh, I guess in here. Maybe. No. Okay, we're getting distracted again. What the heck? This area isn't exactly... I think this is how we do it. Distracted again. Just gotta wait for sprint. Really? There's a hole there. Why would there be a hole there? It's not nice. Still distracted, by the way. Okay, well... Anyway. Seriously, all I'm seeing is this bodyguard. The heck? Not like there's a whole lot of room in here. Oh, because there's more down there. I'm like, there's no way it's in this little area because I can't find them. Anyway. Well, since you're asking, I could certainly do with some extra glue. There's a lot of damage here. As for how much, about twice what I normally use, I'd say. There's the last leather. Oh, and there's one of the boys. How mother, we're not going near the ocean, so we'll be fine. Tell me if you find anyone else. Wait, what? What else is here? Another kid? Oh my god. Children, children, children. This is going swimmingly. What the heck? Kids! Oh, they're in there. See them. Oh, you aren't it. Phew. Okay. Yes, he does sound like the sort of fellow who might mistake a human for a Mr. Legri. I'm afraid I've never set foot above. There's a man to the south who matches the description, though, and he may be the one you're looking for. Wow, really me? I'm like, oh, you're human. They said Mistle. How can I help you? What? Rather, yes, it is certainly I whom you seek. That the master regrets casting me to the sea does come as a surprise, however. For a blessing, I was rescued by some kind-hearted Ondo who happened to be in the area. However, I did feel compelled to offer them my spear in return. Tragic though it is, given that the master primarily valued me for my services as a bodyguard, it would be quite impossible for me to return to his own employ now. Yes, it's out of the question, I'm afraid. Please give him my regrets and tell him that I will miss him dearly. It sounds like he was like, I got an excuse to get out of this. I can actually tell him, hey, he said screw off. Sweet! Alright, ship's lumber. Now we're back here again. Ship's lumber. So I'll get this one first. Oh, hey, there's a boy right there. Notice a glittering object wedged in the crevice between two oars. Extracting it from its hiding place, he said it's a ring. One that has fared rather poorly in the elements. Perhaps Toy Sure will know to whom it belongs. Alright. So we got a kid over here. Well, once it's home, but we're playing hide and seek. Oh my god. Round and round we go. I still haven't gotten all the quests either. Shoot. I never got this tomorrow keep either? What? That's cool. The last kid was down here anyway. Hi, I'm hiking! So what good should I hunt down? Usual amount of firewood, but twice as much food and glue. That's about what I expected. What with the damage caused by the chaos and lack of meal, people are bound to need food and the materials to make repairs. Fortunately, those are both within my means to provide. Thanks for your help. I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about the business. You really meet some characters, eh? Did you find the lumber? Yeah, and a ring. What's this? A ring? Oh, it's the customs ring. They used to serve as authorization for traders to enter Yulmore. How do I know? Well, I used to work in the shipyard, as a matter of fact. I read a lot about its history at the time. Someday I'd like to rebuild one of those old ships, make it fit to sail the world on grand adventures once again. It's a far cry from stripping the same vessels for ship materials, but a man can dream. I'll give you a portion of my pay for this job as thanks for your help. I thought about splitting my lunch with you instead, but this money is probably more portable, considerably less ripe at this point. Yay. Oh, for love, I'm glad they're safe. Thank you. Maybe a bit too cautious, I admit, but you must understand we have no way of knowing what's going on above. Then when that monster suddenly appeared in the sky, I didn't know what to think. And what if there are more? I'm their mother. It's my job to keep them safe, and I will. I'm gonna make them scrub so many pots for this. Alright. Be more overprotective, why don't ya? Let them be you. Why has he not returned with you? He said screw off. Oh, dear, I dare say the spear was his only possession. But to replace it is a simple matter, and I shall do so forthwith. I know where he may be found. Ere I depart, do accept this as recompense for your services. It is but a pittance to me, I assure you. I must make haste. He did say that he missed me dearly. I shall have to ask for his name this time. Yeah, you're giving me as much as the poor people in the derelicts are giving me, and you're like, I'm a rich person, I have a slave. I mean, what? Well, legacy is lost and reclaimed. Pardon the imposition, but I'm in desperate need of your assistance. I lost several pieces of jewelry that are ever so dear to my heart. In the commotion, I've been quite unable to locate them. Searching for a tiara emblazoned with my house crest, an engraved necklace, and an amethyst ring. To my guess, each is a family heirloom. I know not where I dropped them, out of my wits as it was at the time, but they cannot have vanished into thin air. They must be in the city somewhere, if only I had the faintest inkling of where to look. Please, I beg your help. I would give anything to have them safely returned to me. How about more than, like, 600 gil? That would be a good start. But I think I'm asking for too much, so... yeah. There's the ring. Okay, get out the way. Cool. Cool, cool. No. Stay. Yeah, there's something there. Up above, I guess. Cool. Maybe. Cool. That's the necklace. Last should be up here. And there's the tiara. And hello. standing atop a sunken ship, hoping for a beloved's return. How poetic. Indeed, sufficiently poetic that I am more concerned than ever she may do something rash. Very well, well. I tend to warn myself, though I would feel much reassured for your presence if you would be so kind as to accompany me. First... Ah, there you are. Did you have any luck? Yeah... You found all three! Wonderful! I cannot possibly express how difficult it would have been for me to rewrite them. Wait, now I've had a good look at you. Are you perchance one of those responsible for freeing us from Famfrit's influence? Not as much. You have my thanks for opening my eyes. I used to reside in the Crystarium, you know, but at the moment that I saw for myself what happens when the Eaters take a person, I truly understood for the first time that our world teeters on the brink of destruction. I was terrified. I knew I could do nothing to change fate, so I came to Yulmore, hoping to forget it instead. Abandoned my work, my family, everything. I felt no guilt for it, convinced as I was that nothing mattered. Now, though, the scales have fallen from my eyes. I have always been a coward, and that what I did was betrayal of the highest order. I know there's no going back. If nothing else, however, I can apologize for what I've done. So I labored over these letters, hoping to convey my contrition. I don't expect forgiveness, but I hope it might mean something at least to those I left behind. Not alter what has been done, but I can change myself. Try to be better, and you will always have my gratitude for giving me the ability to see that. You and your elven friend, though. Cool. Yulmore. Anyway, we aren't done quite yet, are we? Food that will lift my spirits. Filbert muffins, maybe? My mother used to make them often. Used to often make them. Let's see what we need. Oh, we need here first, actually. Oh, you wrote them down. Thank you. Let me see. Ah, Filbert muffins and collusion stew. I've made those for my patrons before. I need fresh seafood from Stilltide, but that shouldn't be an issue. It's for a dish that people in Yulmore haven't had before. What do you think? Have you come upon anything in your travels outside the city that people might enjoy? Animals, booze on a chilly evening. Herbal tea, basilisk stew. Let's go with herbal tea. Yes, it does sound pleasant. We can't focus solely on the food after all. I haven't the slightest idea what Ishgard is, but I'd certainly be willing to try brewing tea with lily bulbs. Prepare each of these with the care they deserve, and hopefully my fellow Yulmorans find solace in sharing a warm meal. All the fetch ingredients, but before I go, here's a little something that I prepared for you. As thanks. I hope it suits your taste. Alright, anyway, now we go down. Actually, is there an elevator here? I thought there was. Maybe not. Cool. I'll just go to the gate one, I guess. Because, look at all that. A little person running right behind me. And me missing the door. I'm good at that, aren't I? Relocate all any of my heirlooms. Oh my, you found all three! There could be no mistake. Seek but to serve is inscribed here, you see? It was my family's motto long before we came to Yulmore. My grandmother taught me its meaning, that we ought to love others before ourselves, aid the poor and the downtrodden. And I see with clarity now, it is that spirit that those of us in Yulmore have been lacking, and which we must reclaim. Like my ancestors, like you, we must learn to care for others, regardless of the benefit to ourselves. I know not how I can possibly thank you enough for this, but please believe that you have my eternal gratitude. You started by giving more than 600 gil. Alright, one quest left, if this isn't a chain. I don't think it is, right? Right? Selena, please, you must heed my words. It's not safe for you here. Don't care. What's the point of being safe if he's not? There's a great deal of meaning in your being hale and whole, as I'm sure your sweetheart would agree. If you will not believe that, consider this. Your chances of finding him would be significantly increased were you to ask for help. Let me demonstrate. My good madam, you have proven yourself fearless thus far. I impose upon you to assist in the search. Personally ensure that you are rewarded for your efforts. I guess this is a chain. Oh, I didn't think... I mean, everyone else told me to give up. Thank you. Of course, my earlier statement was not merely referring to your physical well-being. We'll leave the search to you and our stalwart friend here, but please do return to the Beehive once you have located your beloved. I think you will find that your absence has been felt most keenly. Alright, near, far, wherever you are. Thank you for agreeing to help. I know that he's out there somewhere. I feel it. I should check below decks again. While I do, could you search the Collusion Coast in my stead? I've been thinking that he may have washed up there, but, well, it's crawling with vicious creatures, and I do have some semblance of self-preservation. Look for an elf about my age. You'll know him when you see him, I'm sure. He has silky hair and the most gorgeous smile. Silky hairy elf with a gorgeous smile. Perfect. I guess we'll just go to Still Time. And start there. You're the wrong person, my friend. Somebody fled the city in the wake of what happened. You may have a rather difficult time tracking down anyone in particular. Silky-haired elf being attacked by goblins. I wonder. I'm so tired after swimming to shore, you see, that I crawled over here and dropped off to sleep. Sure can imagine my horror upon seeing those visages when I awoke. For it, Selena, I had no idea I'd been gone so long. Of course I'll return to Yulmore immediately. Please join us there. I'm sure she'll want to thank you for all you've done. Good. Actually, just warping. Man, it took me a little too long to find these people. Selena, how glad I am to see you well. You're all right. Oh, whether we'll leave? Of course I am. I won't leave you all alone. You better not. You really brought him back. I don't know how to thank you. Still, I'm surprised that the Queen Bee sent you. Perhaps he wasn't as angry as I thought. I used to work at the beehive as well, you see. But when the Queen Bee found out about our relationship, things became rather heated. I quit and have been eking out a living here ever since. Didn't expect him to understand, but he did help when no one else would. So I'll return to the beehive as promised. I'll work harder than ever. For my part, help me provide the reward you offered, along with my sincere gratitude. It's the least I can do. Oh my gosh, 1,000 gil. Basically rich now. Alright, on that note, are we done here? We are done here! Woohoo! Another one off the list! We're getting there! We're almost there. Actually, you know what? Speaking of lookouts, before we call it here real quick, I'm gonna stop by Raktika. There's a lookout that's been bugging me, and I've been wanting to get it, and every time I pass by it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should get this lookout, and I don't. The lookout should just be right up here. Pass by every single time I can kill those great wood rails that you can see I have the hunt for. Guess we'll do that here too while I'm here. May as well. I mean, it's not amazing, but hey, it's something, right? It is something. There. Anyway, on that note, that'll wrap up side quests for this part. Next part, we're gonna work on Kalusha, mainly in the Tomra area. However, there is the other little spot there too, but mainly Tomra. And after that, it's just gonna be the Ondo Cups left. Woo! Progress! So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing if you really enjoyed it. Consider supporting the channel. All support really helps to keep being content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!